changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the Elusive Target Arcade. And today's arcade, the Aesthetics, however you pronounce that. This is a 3-level arcade, as they usually are, and we're going to be starting off on the Isle of Scale. So for level 1 we have Miranda Jameson, and for this particular arcade our objective is to hide all the bodies, unconscious, dead or accident kills. So all bodies must be hidden, and for Miranda we must also retrieve her notebook. So for our challenge we will be starting undercover in the warehouse. We're going to have a remote enigmatic gas grenade stored up in the chapel, and we're going to be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick just in case we might need it. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to put down this rather difficult questionnaire, and we're going to head out the door to our right and over to the chapel area. Now just be aware of the 2 patrolling Archean guards, one of which is an enforcer. We're going to duck in through the window of the chapel here, retrieve our gas grenade. We're going to take the opportunity to remove it from the briefcase and then replace it into the briefcase. Now we need to get the notebook. As you can see, there is an enforcer. So we're going to run past the table, grab the notebook as we pass, and then when the enforcer has stopped noticing us, we can then make our way back past again, back out of the window, and we're just going to wait for the 2 patrolling Archean guards to make their way along. Now unfortunately they're going in exactly the same direction that we are going in, so we are going to have to follow them at a reduced pace. But eventually they will turn off and go up the stairs. We're going to run to the far end of the corridor and wait outside this door on our right, and our target will come out momentarily. So as soon as Miranda comes out of the antiquities room there, we're going to bump into her, detonate the gas grenade, and then immediately run into the bathroom. We're just going to shut the door behind her when she arrives, double check her bodyguard isn't following her, and then drown her in the toilet.
Job done, 47. Head for an exit and I'll wire the money as per usual.
So, as all bodies need to be hidden, we are going to dump Miranda in the crate provided, make our way straight down the corridor and out the door beyond. Just be aware of the panning camera. Luckily for me, that camera was just panning away. So we're going to make our way into the warehouse, right back where we started. We're going to take our silenced pistol and shoot out the camera there. Now I'm just going to vacate the area because I have triggered a bit of an alarm. Usually one guy will go and investigate very quickly and lose interest, but today we got everybody involved. So once everybody has either moved away from the exit or gone back to their usual routines, we can exit via the shaft there. So level 1 taken care of, time to move on to level 2. So moving on to level 2, and we have Howard Moxon, and again we have to hide all dead and unconscious bodies even if they've been killed by an accident, and we also have to retrieve the ivory white filigree egg. So for level 2 we will be starting undercover at the Iago auction. We're going to be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick, and we have a remote egmatic gas grenade stored up in the basement stairwell. So, right from the start and off the bat, we are not interested in the auction, so we are going to leave and make our way into the stairwell, through and beyond into the attic, and around to our right over the balcony, and scoot along to our left, and we are now in Dahlia Margolis's bathroom, and in the next room is the filigree egg along with 2 guards. So we're going to turn on the radio and turn it off again. That's going to distract one of the 2 guards into this room, and when he comes in to investigate, we are going to close the door behind him, render him unconscious, and we're going to hide his body, as all bodies need to be hidden, in the closet provided. We're going to leave his gun on the floor there. Now we're going to use that, as long as it doesn't clip through the floor. We're going to turn on the sink to attract the attention of the 2nd guard in the next room, and rather than render him unconscious, we're going to turn that sink off again, hide behind the wardrobe. We're going to let him discover that weapon and take it away. So once he picks the gun up and leaves, he's going to go right through Dahlia Margolis's office next door and out the opposite door, and we're going to follow him in. We need to do this relatively quickly. We're going to lockpick our way into the safe on the wall, take the filigree egg, and leave immediately, because once Dahlia Margolis finishes her speech in the auction room, she will make her way to the office next. So once we've scooted our way back into the attic, we're going to make our way down the stairs, 1 floor, and into the large dining room. We're going to close these doors behind us and the doors to the dining room. We're going to wait by the middle doors here for the patrolling guard to go past to the left, before making our way around to the right and into the kitchen stairwell, where we will find a tech guy, and we're going to render him unconscious, take his outfit, and again, having to hide the bodies, we're going to drag him all the way down to the basement and hide him in the closet there provided. Now at this point I forget what I'm doing, and I wander off in the wrong direction. Where we should be going next is straight through the basement and up to the basement stairwell and retrieve our gas grenade. I, for some inconceivable reason, decide to go back out into the garden area, realize where I'm going, and have to run all the way around the outside of the building and back in via the outside bar area. So we're going to make our way to the main entrance into the stairwell, retrieve our gas grenade in a briefcase, remove the gas grenade from the briefcase and replace it. We're then going to head back out to the outside bar area, and this is where our target frequents. He goes through the inner bar, through the fashion show, and out in this area. Now we want to wait around here somewhere, so that when our target arrives, and we have just missed him because we've just run past him, he's just made his way into the building, but eventually he will come back out, and as long as we're over this side of the building, he will turn left. So we're just going to have our remote ready in hand. Our target has now returned, and he will head off to the left. Now he will either stop and make a phone call, or he will carry on walking, and it appears he's carrying on walking, so we're going to quickly catch him up. I'm just going to bump his bodyguard there, and it's around about here somewhere, anywhere around here, that we want to bump into our target to stop him, trigger our gas grenade. That will make him sick, and he's going to head to the fashion show bathroom. Now this is the only bathroom in the area. There are 3 or 4, but this is the only one with a closet. If he goes to any of the other bathrooms, you're not going to be able to hide the body. So we're going to make our way there ahead of him. We're going to drop our briefcase just outside the door to hopefully extra distract his bodyguard. And we're going to wait in the corner here. This looks good enough. Behind the door, not quite in the wardrobe, but we're out of the line of sight. And eventually our target will catch us up, feeling rather sorry for himself. We're just going to close the door, check for the bodyguard, because they do occasionally follow their target into the room. And we're going to drown him in the toilet for an accident kill.
Well done, 47. The money has been wired to your account.
So in accordance with the objective, we're going to hide his body in the closet provided and make our way along the corridor into the kitchen stairwell, down into the basement and to the wine cellar exit. So 2 levels down, 1 more to go, and our final level takes us to merry old England and Dartmoor. So, moving on to our third and final level, we have Cody Haynes, and we have the optional objective of retrieving his painting, which we will do. And as with the other levels, all bodies must be hidden. So, for our final challenge, we will be starting undercover in the staff room. And the only items we need to be bringing with us really will be our silenced pistol and an ever trusty lockpick just in case. So for the final time today, right from the start and off the bat, we are going to head straight off into the changing rooms to our left. In here we will find a maid. Just make sure you're crouching down before you render her unconscious, and as the objective states, we're going to hide her body in the canvas crate provided. We're then going to make our way out through the kitchen exit. It's just easier to go this way than through the building. It does take considerably longer, but you're unlikely to run into an enforcer maid, as you will be trespassing. So at least this way you can just run straight here. There is this one enforcer here we can avoid easily enough, and then up into the library bathroom area. In here we will find a bar of soap, and we're going to throw that bar of soap just underneath the window there. That's going to attract the attention of one of the 2 guards out on the side door. We're going to hide in the wardrobe provided, and when the guard comes to investigate the noise, we can then render him unconscious. We're going to hide his body in the wardrobe we were just occupying, and we're going to take his outfit. Now here's where we get, for me at least, an opportunity. So we're going to make our way back to the changing room where we rendered the maid unconscious. And in here we're going to grab a melee item, and we're just going to wait here in the shower for our target. Now he will be a long time, anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes you will be waiting here, real time. But eventually he does make his way into this area to get changed, and when he does, we can render him unconscious and snap his neck.
That's Cody Haynes taken care of. If you want to find the painting, this is the time. Then find an exit. I'll transfer the money to your account.
So once our target has been dispatched, he drops a number of items. The item we require will be the hobby knife. Now we have to make our way all the way up to Alexa's study area, or her office. But as you can see, there are enforcers everywhere, with added maids as well. So we have the butler in the entrance hall, an enforcer patrolling by the stairs, and our target's personal bodyguard enforcer. So I'm just going to risk it. We should be able to make it to the stairs as long as the patrolling guard isn't at this stairwell. We can make our way up to the first floor, check for the patrolling enforcer here, and if he's nowhere, we can then continue on towards the second floor and be aware of Alexa Carlisle and her bodyguard, as one of them is an enforcer also. They're currently in Alexa's bedroom, so we can make our way straight up the stairs into the study, up onto the stairs here, and on the landing we get our picture.
Good. You got the painting too. Now head for an exit.
So that's all of our objectives complete. All that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape. And we need to avoid, firstly, the butler, which means that Alexa is coming down the stairs behind us, the patrolling guard on the stairwell, the patrolling guard at the bottom of the stairwell, and we are going to head out the front door, or front window, but you could go out the front door if you so wish. And once we're outside the building, we have no more enforcers to worry about, and we could make our way to the bridge exit, which is probably the nearer of the two available exits. But unfortunately I panicked and I ran for the Triumph motorcycle. So there we go, one more elusive target arcade taken care of. Just get confirmation that we have our Silent Assassin rating. As you can see, 21 minutes. And I was only running around for about 2 or 3 of those. The rest of the time I was waiting for my target. But for our efforts, we get rewarded with the gold AK-47 style gun, which I'm looking forward to having in my collection. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.